So we're here at the Olive View Ranch. We're about 26 acres here, about 1,500 olive trees planted. My wife, Nancy, and our partner and neighbor and friend, Catherine, started the company a little over 20 years ago.
Nance had kept bugging him saying, hey, we've got all of these olives on our property, we've got to make olive oil. And so what we ended up doing is picking their olives on their property, taking them to Central California, came back with a drum of olive oil, and created the olive oil that you're seeing now.
We bought this property and planted the trees. Back then, it was just trying to keep the trees alive. When they're small, they're very vulnerable. This is where we do all of our experimentation. We have other groves planted all around Southern California. From the saplings till we got our first crop, it was about 3 years. We got a small crop, and then it keeps getting better and better. Once you get them planted, they're gonna just keep growing, and probably for the next 1,000 to 2,000 years, they'll keep producing. I'll let you know for sure. But it's actually a fruit. It's a drupe fruit related to a cherry with a long stem and a big seed in the middle like a cherry. Unfortunately, it doesn't taste like a cherry off the tree. If you ever get a chance to try an olive right off the tree, it'll probably be the only time you do it. It's memorable. So basically, we're gonna take the fruit, making fruit juice, we're gonna crush the fruit and squeeze the juice out of it. We just take it a step further. Once we get that juice, we separate the water from the oil, and we have olive oil. When you walk in here, the first thing you're gonna notice the smell, and it's gonna make your mouth water. It's a smell that hits a part of your brain that makes you hungry. The paste is pushed into a mixer, which fits right underneath, helping liberate more of the oil and mix the oil with the rest of the fruit to give it its nice flavors and aromas. Then we have these stainless steel mats that will auger the paste. There's big trays that put together a big tapenade pizza. And this is where the term cold press came from. Now, because of the process, making olive oil this way has a much more fruity, aromatic quality to it. So we'll stack these tapenade pizzas one on top of another. The juice will run down the side into this tray, the solids stay on the mat. In this container, we built it so the oil is separated from the water, and as it overflows, the oil is pushed out of the top into the next container, and we drain the water out of the bottom. So our harvest really goes periodically from about this time in the fall all the way through the winter. Harvest is difficult, and it's what makes olive oil expensive. We do all of our harvesting by hand, and hands are not getting any cheaper. The key is getting that fruit off the tree into the mill as quickly as possible. If it sits, rule of thumb, about 24 hours, it starts to ferment. Once that fermentation takes place, we get a flavor in the olive oil. On the taste panel, or when I'm judging an olive oil competition, we call it fusty. And that fustiness is pretty much what you get in almost every bottle of olive oil you buy in a grocery store.
What you're gonna find is these olives, we're gonna basically pick the olives, and as we're crushing them, and you saw one of the pieces of equipment that Tom uses, what he's doing is he's going to toss in whole lemons at the same time to get the flavor. So it's not like we're taking some kind of an essence of oil and stirring it in. We're crushing everything all together.
We also do a lot of different events and promotions to get people involved, not just with olive oil, but where their food comes from and understanding what they're putting in their bodies and how important it is.
So you get a little cup with some olive oil in it, which sounds very strange because you're used to having it like mixed in with something. And you take a sip of it and it's straight olive oil, but it's really fresh and it's just a little bit and it's really tasty and it's a fun experience, all the different flavors.
People want an experience, that they have an attachment, not just to the product, but to the place and the people. We're not big advertisers or anything like that. It's one sip at a time, one person at a time, and then they bring their friends and it just keeps going. And that makes it also very sustainable.
Thank you for watching our YouTube channel. For more stories in your communities, click the subscribe button right here. You can also download our app or watch us on TV for the latest information, balanced coverage, weather updates every 10 minutes, and more. We'll see you then.